Hello, everyone, and welcome to the September mail call in October of 2017. And as usual, it was a very busy month, capped off by the excitement of the trip to San Quentin, and also, of course, the time that Jen and I spent down in Berkeley. And of course, it's 1 month closer to where we're going to be on the road a lot. So I thought I would today do part one of the mail call here, and I've got some funny ones. This is a lot about the old Rosie and the new Rosie here. And the first one says, you used to be all lumpy and baggy. Now you're all looking good, but now you don't wear bikinis anymore. And I got about 10 of these. What happened to all your bikini vids? You got all the surgery done, and then WTF. Well, life happened. Fall is coming on, and in the summer with the surgeries I had, you're really not supposed to spend any time in the sun because it can make your scars look more pronounced. So what I decided to do was kind of write off the summer of 2017 and just do some other stuff for the summer, and it worked out well for me. Of course, we got the little rascal too, sold the camper van, and kind of got ourselves more in a position to travel. But stay tuned, you will not be disappointed coming up, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time in a warm place. But as far as teeny weeny micro string bikinis, it's just taking that down a little bit. And number two, what's with this super chat thing? It's like a tip. It's like a tip jar. And this person's asking, and particularly on my live chat hangouts that I have, the live stream events that I have always on Saturday night and sometimes during the week. People notice a little $sign down at the bottom of the chat box where they type in their comments. That's simply, if you think of that as like a tip jar, if you enjoy yourself, if you enjoy the chat, if you enjoy, the effort that Jen and I make in doing videos and stuff like that, that's where you express your gratitude by putting a little tip in there. Nothing extravagant, but that's why YouTube sort of designed that to supplement, because they know, like the advertising is so poor now on channels that the super chat just gives you an alternate way. If you feel like you're a fan that likes to step up, as many have, and make a small tip, like hitting a tip jar, well, that's a very sweet thing. So that's what the super chat thing is all about. Totally voluntary, and it's not money that's ever supposed to take away from something else. So number three, how much did the bikini tuck and face injections with the fat cost? Actually, the bikini tuck was very reasonable relative to the payoff that I got. It was $4,000 altogether, and relative to the way that just tightened me up and fixed that and left me with a teeny tiny little suture line here, I could not be happy with that. So $4,000. It also covered taking some of the fat that had been harvested in March, on March 1st, and taking that fat that had been saved and then rejuvenating that a little bit on the 28th of August, and then adding that as a facial filler. So that was really very reasonable, I thought. This is number four. The lack of a scar amazes me on your belly. I have to know who did the surgery, because the outcome is fantastic. And will you do a more focused update on the recovery and the thing that the surgeon did that may be different from others? My surgery, my Brazilian butt lift, and my bikini tuck were done by Dr. Walter Tom here in Santa Rosa, and he is voted the best cosmetic surgeon in the North Bay, and I would not dispute that. I will have a special, if you hate to see teeny weeny string bikinis, don't watch, because I will have a special update, because it's now been a month since a little more than a month since the surgery. So I think an update is warranted. But I think you'll agree, he really did a fantastic job. Let's see, Rosie, I'm really happy you're dressing more these days, and the quality of your videography is amazing. Please keep it up. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's just, we get ready to travel and stuff like that, and I want to travel and be able to meet people. I don't always want them to think, well, Rosie's going to pop out and she's going to look like something that came out of, a burlesque show or something. So, like came off of Stripper Road to meet us. So, yeah, you have spoken and I have heard. Although I do enjoy my body and stuff. Here's another one. I think it's time to stop wasting money on surgery. You're not 20 years old. Well, hello. If I was 20, I wouldn't be getting the surgery done, right? But I think it's if it's something that's meaningful to you, and it has been to me, and there's things that I had planned on getting done for a lot of years, and things that I saved very hard to save money, then I think it's okay. It's one of our freedoms to do what we wish. So thank you. Let's see. You have a nice figure now, Rosie. Which procedure had the most difficult recovery? I would say probably I'd put them in this order. The easiest was this bikini tuck, believe it or not. In 3 days when I went back to see the doctor, you could hardly see where it had been done. I'm like, whoa. And he's like, you don't have to wear the compression garment. You look fantastic. You had a really good outcome with it. So that was the easiest recovery. The second easiest was the breast augmentation, because that was a capsulorrhaphy. That was a little more complicated, because it gave the breast augmentation gave me a tremendous amount of centering on the breast, and also a lot of forward projection. And they're also very large in size, and they will stay in position, which is really great. But the hardest one was definitely the Brazilian butt lift. Reason being is that you couldn't sit down, and it was, anytime they're doing liposuction and removing, that is really painful. Imagine them, running a metal straw through you and sucking all the fat out. It is very painful. It's very violating of the tissues and things. So, okay. This is further to the Brazilian butt lift. How did you not sit on your ass for a month? Is that really true? Is it required? Well, I didn't really get clear direction on what you're supposed to do. I knew I had to wear the compression garment. You guys saw that were on the channel back in March. I had to wear that for the whole month. And then, if you sit on the fat that's injected, harvested from here and injected into your butt, if you sit on that too soon, you squish it and you displace that. So probably I could have sat down after a week or so, but I chose to go, and a lot of people had made the recommendation. I chose to just not sit on it or lay on it for 30 days. So now I have a really nice round butt now, I think, as a result of being very careful with the recovery. So it's true, I did not sit down for 30 days. Let's see, number 8. I never thought you would grow up and act your age. Please promise to burn the bikinis and nighties, okay? Ain't never gonna happen. Warn you, I'm gonna be 90 out there. No, it's a part of who I am. I revel in who I am, and I enjoy sharing myself. So, and here's another one. Remembers last year, 'tis the season for teeny weeny string bikini naughty late night baking ? Well, yeah, it's already underway. Well, there it is, guys. We bake something and we have fun too, and we make sure that is adult content as it should be. Well, a very fun part 1 of the September mail call in October. We are in the last quarter of the year. Fall is officially underway. I love this time of year. I don't know about you guys, but please Stay tuned for part 2. Mwah.